Hello and welcome. I am the Scraptastic crocheter and my name is Amanda. And today I'm starting off with some coffee. I have this cute mug that says, well, not so nice word, Valentine's Day. I love you every day. So it's a cute little mug with the coffee and milk. And I have that here on the side. Today I want to talk about some finished stuff and some works in progress and just, talk about crochet updates and such. So you have some sneak peeks here. I'm gonna scoot this to the side for now and let's focus on this one. She is done, and this is the center point, and it's a full square baby blanket. It's in cotton 8/4 and the pattern is the Phoenix. I did not do all the repeats repeats all the rows. I figured this was a good size, so I stopped and added a different type of border. This is not a border that's included in the pattern. It's something I thought would look nice. But it's done. It's really soft and gorgeous, and it will soon be delivered to the little girl that is gonna be the new owner, and that was born just a few days ago. So that's nice. Happy joy. Babies are always fun. So that one's that. I'm gonna talk about some more stuff that's finished. I did 2 drawstring bags and they have a square bottom and they are acrylic yarn. Both of them are same size, or same amount of rows, I should say, at least on the bottom, perhaps not on the length. But they are done in 2 different types of yarn, so they might be different size just because of that. Look pretty similar, but they are, I didn't count the rows, and this one has a little extra top compared to this one. And I haven't decided yet if I should just leave this the strands or these like drawstrings. I haven't cut these tails off yet because I'm debating on some kind of embellishment or beads or something to put on them, just for like nice finishing touch. This one has the 2 different colors and this one has the same colors, so I'm not sure if they're totally done yet. That's why, well, they're a bit uneven. So 4mm crochet hooks for both of them, different kind of acrylics, guess worsted-ish weight. And I do have another drawstring bag in a work in progress. Same type of yarn as the red and blue, but this bottom is a rectangle and not a square. And also I have decided that I need some more up on the sides here, but I'm not gonna do the drawstring part here. I did add a mesh type that I'm gonna do the drawstring inside of it, so it will draw itself together a bit like this. And then I'm thinking about like maybe a strap over, like a bag type more, because this is a bit bigger. I do have the yarn that I'm working on this inside of it. I'm just gonna, you can see that this is quite a bit bigger, both on the height and the width. So I haven't decided yet how this is going to be finished, but this is a work in progress, so it can turn out in many ways, I guess. I might have to go to the store and pick up more of the colors, because all of these yarns that I've used for the drawstring bags are leftover scraps, and I have plenty more yarn in more colorful colors, and I'm kind of enjoying the fact that this is like the neutral type of colors. I'm not sure adding a popping color is the right way to go on this one, so I might have to pick up more yarn. I don't think the mess I have in here is going to be enough really for what I want to do. Adding some more on here and then a strap. We'll see. So, other than that, what have I done? Well, I did, as you might have seen, receive a big order of cake yarns from Hobby. And this is what I've been doing. I started this shawl in the Denmark colorway. I'm gonna So this is what the cake looks like before you start to work with it. And what I have now left is a kind of fragile, just a empty red loop. So I'm being a bit gentle with that. But it is the Cotton Kings Sultan in the colorway of Nations Denmark. That isn't available on the Hobby website because I haven't seen Nation cakes in a long time, but I did get some in my mystery bag. So I have more of this, but I decided to start with the Secret Paths free pattern on Ravelry. I'll try to remember to link it down below, but I like popcorns, so this is not the first shawl I do with popcorns, and most likely not the last one I do popcorns. And as you see here, it's a little bit of the red here on the side, and I'll continue until this one is done, basically. Really loving how this looks. It's basically a really simple pattern with double crochets and some chain spaces, front post and back post double crochets, and popcorns. So if you know those types of stitches, this pattern is definitely doable. It's an easy pattern. It's easy to repeat. It starts here with the 3 ridge type of I think these are, it feels like ridges, and then popcorns, and then you do 3 ridges and then a popcorn and 3 ridges and a popcorn. And I don't think I'll be able to do 3 more ridges with the yarn I have left, but I will finish it off in some way that I think looks good enough. Anyway, I don't know if I think one of these holy rows is the right way to go. I don't think so, so I think it's gonna be like a just standard double crochet round, but we'll see how far the yarn is gonna be stretching. I do have more of the cakes, so I could technically steal some from the next one, or whatever is left over if I decide to stop early and I have leftovers from this. I could always add it to when I work with one of the other ones, because I did get 3 of these, so 1, 2, and another one together with the other ones. And 3.5mm crochet hook is basically most of the time my go-to when you're working with this type of yarn. The 4 strands only held together, not twisted or plied together. This thickness, I think 3.5mm is perfect for a nice drape and a flowy fabric. Most likely I will do a couple of shawls, and my plan is to to find some kind of craft fair or something and just, you know, sell some stuff. I can't just hoard it all. I don't have space to hoard all my finished projects. So the plan is to do a bunch of shawls and some other stuff as well. But then again, I have so many plans of doing things. I have patterns to write up. I have patterns to list. I want to focus on my YouTube channel just because there's so much stuff I want to share. I have too many plans and too little time, and now it's summer and the kids are off from school and such, so that takes more time away that I normally would spend crocheting and just do my stuff. Now there's going to the playground and going to the beach and ice cream shopping and stuff like that. So, you know, you don't really have time this time of year. And I do see that a lot of people are not really spending time on YouTube either, watching, because I guess everyone's out in the sun. You can really see how the videos posted this time of year has a lot less views. So it's not just me, that's for sure. But it is what it is. So I'm thinking, is there anything else that I have finished or want to show you? I am not sure about what I've done the last few weeks, because there's been so much other things with funeral and planning and kids being home, and yeah, all the yarn that I received. Definitely not something that I planned. It was a gift from a family member. So if you haven't seen that video, I did get 24 different yarn cakes in a mystery bag from Hobby in all sorts of different colors. I think that my favorite is this one. Do you see the colors? It's so flippin' gorgeous. I've always said that I'm a purple person, but the last few years green has really grown on me. Like, I've always been a fan of like a deep dark, not a teal, more of like a, I call it emerald green, a bluish dark green. But this color, this is a me shawl. Like, no matter what I do with it, I'm gonna keep it, or I have to buy more yarn if I'm gonna make stuff to sell with this one, because I can imagine that I'm not the only one loving this color. But out of the bag of my mystery yarn, this is my favorite, and I've really been thinking like a lot of what I'm gonna do with all these cakes, and most of them will probably become shawls. My baby blanket here and there, I'm thinking. And then I have the huge question, because I did get 6 of this, and what do you do with 6 of the same color? That would technically be enough, because it's 800 meters, so it's over 800 yards. I don't know exactly how yardage is compared to meters out, like on top of my head, but I think I could probably make like a bedspread or something with all of that yarn. I'm not sure. Or should I be like, because this is also the nation cakes, in the colorway Sweden. And I know that these are more the Swedish flag type of blue and yellow, but Ukraine is also blue and yellow, so I could do some, like, I don't know, 6 shawls, and the proceeds from those shawls would go to, like, aiding Ukrainian refugees, or, you know, something like that. Doctors Without Borders, Red Cross, or, you know, donated. So I could be very patriotic and do something to be like, oh, well, you can have this if you're going for, you know, some kind of sports event. Swedish, right now it's the world championships in some kind of sports. I think running and, you know, all those mixed sports. I don't know what they're called. We've got the pole vault and the throwing spears and all of those. I know you know what I'm talking about, but I don't know the, like, collected name for all those sports. And we have the European Championship in female soccer, or, well, we say football, but American football, and Swedish football is basically American soccer. So I could, you know, there's plenty of opportunities, plenty of ways to go. I just don't know what road I'm gonna take with these. Should I do something huge? That would mean, you know, you'd get bored seeing the same thing every time I show some work in progress. Maybe you'll get to see how it grows, but would you be bored of seeing the same item just grow for a couple of weeks? Or would you prefer seeing different types of patterns? Of course, I have plenty of things to alternate with, so it's not that, but just seeing how I got so sucked in working on this. This is basically the only thing I've worked on since I received the cakes. A little bit to see how fast I can do a shawl. Like, this is a pretty simple pattern. The popcorn rows takes forever, especially when, you know, up here where there's popcorns, so many more than compared to the beginning. But I just, you know, if I'm gonna seriously do a bunch of shawls and sell them, it's good to know between you know, like, how-ish long time will it take me to make them, so I have some kind of, like, how should I be pricing them? Is it even reasonable, or should I do something different? So I just figured I'd take one of the yarns and see how it works up, especially since I didn't really fancy this type of, like, when there's a dark light and a dark color, it kind of throws me off a little bit on how to, like, choose a pattern compared to this one that has a fade from one color to another and whatever's in between. So these ones are a little bit, like, making me think extra. They're not telling me, like, do this. So I needed to work it up and see how these colors are working, and how I like them. Like, I love the yarn itself, the quality of the yarn, and working with these type of strands. So that is not the issue. The issue is what type of pattern for these odd type of colorways. So far so good. I'm liking the colorways. Like, this could technically be Christmassy, because it reminds me of, like, polka, you know, the candy, or candy canes. We say polka dots, you know, but it's like candy canes with the white and red in it. So I could do, like, a tablecloth Christmas type centerpiece, would probably also work, and do the, like, red and white ones for more Christmas themed items. that's also possibility, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I will do different types of patterns, because I'm a bit, maybe not like the biggest fan of repeating myself too much. If I've done a pattern, I'm not very likely to go back to the same pattern anytime soon, because when I've done it, it's like I've mastered it. I might not, you know, I'm pretty happy with it and I can move on to something different, more challenging, or something simple and fast, but we'll see. I will definitely show you what I decide on doing anyway, so that's not gonna be an issue in any way. Some more coffee maybe. So, do you want to see more of these yarns? I will link the video with the unboxing so you can see the yarns that I received. I do have some mystery yarn from a previous mystery bag where I did get 4 of these cakes, and I do think that the 2 I still have left over. I'm gonna go and get them, but I'm not gonna do that now. I'm gonna do that in another video. But 2 of the yarns that I did receive with this massive 24 cakes mystery bags, I think they would look pretty good together. They are very similar, so I'm gonna do a little comparison on colors. I think that it's gonna be pretty interesting. It's something I noticed after receiving them, the new cakes, that yeah, I'll tell you more about that in the next video. So this is what I wanted to show you today. I bet you're tired of those, and I'm gonna put this one here instead. You can draw a little bit about over this. Nice to look at this again, maybe. But I want to thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, then you can please leave a comment, any comments at all. Just, did you see anything you liked? Are you gonna try any of these patterns? Like, this is the Phoenix, and the other one is the Secret Path, the shawl. I think I'm not gonna say that the drawstring bags are like, I found a video that I followed a tutorial. I found a tutorial and I got inspired by it, but so I tweaked it a little bit to my own liking. So there is not a like exact pattern. I'm gonna see if I can find that video. It just inspired me, and then I did something like more or less freehand. It's granny squares and it's pretty basic. But I'm gonna see if I can find it, or maybe I'll make my own video of making drawstring bags at some point. But that's that. So please subscribe, leave a like, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Right now it's the sun is shining still, so I'm gonna go out for a few minutes in the sun, and then I have to start to prepare for dinner. So thank you very, very much. I hope to see you back here again soon. Thank you, and bye bye.